Good day to you, fine friends. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and you know what that means. I'm building puppets. What else do you do at 4 o'clock in the morning? In a few days, we have another one of those character photo shoots, like we did with Frozen and Little Mermaid, etc. This time, we're doing the Mad Tea Party from Alice in Wonderland. I'll be playing the Mad Hatter, and I want some puppety company. So tonight, I will be building the March Hare for that. I will probably also be building a Dormouse, but I have not admitted that to myself just yet. For these photo shoots, typically I just use materials I already have in stock. It's 4 a.m. Where am I going to go to pick up new stuff? So I dug through all my materials and picked out this awesome gray fur. I don't have a whole lot of yardage. I've got a bunch of like janky pieces that I've already cut pattern pieces out of, so it's gonna be kind of like a jigsaw puzzle. I'm also not using a pattern, so this whole thing's gonna be freehand. So without further ado, let's do this. We have a puppet mouth. The inside is matte board, usually used for mounting photos, and then the other side is black felt. Sometimes I do use other things, like a faux suede, fleece sometimes for extra flexibility, but for this guy, the simplest is the best. Not quite 4:30 now, and we've got something that resembles a head. I'm using this 1/2-inch upholstery foam that comes in a big roll that I got from Walmart for like 10 bucks or something. It's not what the professionals use, but it works very well for my purposes. The next step will be making a inner neck sleeve. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to even match the puppet. The fur and other fabric is gonna go over this. This is really just to keep my arms from getting roughed up by the fur. Some fake furs really do, others don't. Always best to be covered. This is the weird point in the process. It looks like I have just put this poor rabbit through the blow dryer. I'm gonna cover the chin with fur next. Then I'll give him a bit of a haircut. Haircut, if you will. This is what we look like right now. I think it's time for some facial features. For his little snoot, I'm gonna do something very similar to what I did with this guy. Make these little round pieces that his nose settles into. And I'm gonna use one of my secret weapons. These are ping pong balls that are shaped like Easter eggs. Several years ago, when they went on sale, I bought 40 dozens of them. So I'm never gonna run out of these. If you look through my other puppets, you will see them everywhere. I cut them in half and I cut this little notch out of them so they will sit perfectly on his face. Now I'm gonna cover them with this soft baby blanket material. Behold the Fluffy. Not quite looking like a rabbit yet, more like a feral cat at this point, but we're getting there. I'm working on teeth now. I use a 5mm foam. Sometimes it's called EVA foam. Cosplayers use it and can make like full Iron Man costumes and armor out of this stuff, but I use it to make people smile. So the hare's head is at a point where I have to walk away from it, and so now I am building the body. This is the same foam I use for the teeth, and now I have to make this Fluffy. Ask pretty much any puppet builder and they will tell you that they hate making hands. There are a few psychos out there who enjoy it. I have always hated making hands. It would take me like an hour. When Audrey started making my puppet hands, we learned that she could sew a pair in 7 minutes. Could have been the moment we fell in love. Since it's nearly 7 a.m., I'm doing it myself. We have 2 arms with hands, so it's back to the head. Hope it shows up. I used fishing line and gave him these whiskers. It's subtle, but I really like how crazy, wild, kooky they are. Now it is time for ears. There's a trend with these videos where I'm very good at documenting things and then I get a little too excited and get carried away. And then before you know it, we end up with a finished puppet face. This is another one of those times. It's been about 24 hours. There's always a point in the process. No matter what I'm making, I hate it and I want it to burn in fire. I don't know if it happens with other creative people. I hope it does, but at the same time, I hope it doesn't because it's terrible. So that happened with this rabbit. This is where we currently are with this guy. Still not totally sold, but I do not currently wish to take it out and smash it with a hammer. So that's progress. So 2 things have happened since last we spoke. How you doing? He has legs now, which look really sad without feet, and I shortened his arms just a little bit. These are gonna get strung up with fishing line like I did for the other characters for these photo shoots. Now I get to make feet. Whatever you do not make eye contact. Unlike puppet hands, I do actually enjoy making puppet feet. For the rabbit, I'm using this same mat board stuff I used for the mouth, and I'm covering it in that gray fluffy stuff that's on his face. Cover the front side with the same fur as the rest of him, then I get to add toes. An unnecessary step, perhaps, but children love to laugh at puppet toes for some reason. I love to laugh at puppet toes for some reason. They all get toes. After many hours and multiple mental breakdowns, the March Hare is finally ready to crash a tea party. I know for you it has been mere seconds, but it has been about a week for me. It is 7 in the morning, the photo shoot starts at noon, and I am putting the finishing touches on my Wonderland friends. I did end up making this cute little dormouse. I honestly don't know if I've ever made anything faster. His head's a ping pong ball, his body's a piece of 2-inch PVC, his hands and feet are popsicle sticks covered in felt. I think I'm finally done. Now, hopefully, I'm gonna sleep, and I'll see you right after this very quick edit. Welcome to Wonderland. We have everything you could possibly want. Tea? Could I perhaps interest you in some tea? Or we always have tea. There's Sophie.
Hey.
But it's not just Alice at the tea party. I have a lot more friends. Say hello.
Hi.
Here is a riddle for you. Who let the dogs out? Who? Who? There's a bunny here. Her name is Beatrice, and she's adorable.
Here's some tea. Some tea.
And that is all she wrote, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of our picture taking day. Friends, fun, good times, adorable pictures. It makes my Hare heart happy. Thank you for sticking with me. This went on much longer than I expected. Sorry about that. I hope it was at least entertaining, maybe informative, and hopefully not a giant waste of your time. As of today, Wednesday, March 24th, the March Hare puppet is currently available online in my eBay store. He has fulfilled his duties, and it is time to send him off to someone who can appreciate him for the true artist he is. At least, that's what he told me. You can find me on eBay as PuppetGuy94, and I'll be sure to link my store in the description below. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll be back with more very, very soon. Did you hear about the white rabbit?
Ooh, spill the tea, sis.
Okay, but I don't know what this has to do with the white rabbit.